Namaskaram. There asks an age-old question that mystics have pondered and many seekers ask. What happens when the Sahasrara chakra, the crown chakra, awakens? And what must we do then? The Sahasrara, often called the crown chakra, is not merely the seventh step of energy. It is the flowering of human possibility. It is the point where the limited human can touch the boundless divine. It is the gateway to realms where we become one with the source of existence itself. However, the journey to the Sahasrara and the experiences there are only the beginning. So what follows when we ascend higher? In this discourse, we will dive into the uncharted territories beyond the crown. We will explore the subtle yet profound changes that occur as you navigate the hidden pathways of consciousness. This is a topic rarely discussed because it goes beyond the scope of ordinary teachings. Yet for those who seek the ultimate, the real adventure begins when the first gate beyond the crown opens up. Before we speak of what lies beyond the crown, we must understand what happens as you move through the lower chakras. As you dive deeper into your inner world, especially while working with the lower chakras, you may encounter visions, sounds, even inexplicable powers. For instance, at the navel or the third eye, energies may gift you with glimpses of clarity, unusual abilities, or what some call miracles. Some seekers get so caught up in these experiences that they halt their journey, believing they have reached the ultimate. They might proclaim, "I have powers, I am special." But remember, these are mere toys existence throws at you to see if you're still a child. If you cling to these toys, you miss the infinite. The real goal is not the toys. They are distractions. Now, what truly occurs when the Sahasrara stirs? When awareness rests steadily on the crown, a subtle movement begins, much like a wheel spinning softly above your head. This movement, this awakening, is the first step beyond the ordinary. Sometimes this process unfolds over months, sometimes years, and occasionally it takes a whole lifetime. It all depends on your intensity, your longing, and the grace of a true guide. As this gentle whirling intensifies, the Kundalini energy, which has been dormant, begins to rise. It moves upward, uniting with the crown chakra. At this juncture, many people report a surge of bliss, a profound silence, or a sense of connection with something vast and unknowable. This is a significant milestone, yet it is not the culmination. Between the Ajnana, the third eye, and the Sahasrara, a passage opens. This pathway is like a doorway between two realms of consciousness. Once this link is established, you must venture through a tunnel of utter darkness called Bankanal. Why darkness? Because before the brilliance of the boundless light, every other light must fade away. This is where most seekers hesitate, but if you muster the courage to push through, the darkness will break into radiant light. Emerging from this passage, you step into the realm of the formless, the unmanifest. It is here that you hear the soundless sound, the anahatanada. The sound resonates in the heart, yet its source lies beyond the origin of creation. From this timeless dimension, the cosmos is born, and into this space, it ultimately dissolves. Many seekers find solace here, for this is the abode of the eternal formless. It is like returning home after a long journey. Yet for those who do not settle here, for those who continue to yearn for the ultimate, there is still a step beyond this 10th gate. For such individuals, existence itself seems too vast and too full of wonder to be confined within the limits of form or manifestation. Their thirst for understanding, their desire to merge with the source knows no bounds. For those who dare to dream beyond the confines of the known, there is a doorway to the next level, a passage to the realm of the 11th gate. This realm is described in ancient yogic lore as Satlok, the abode of pure truth. It is where the boundaries of creation cease to exist. And it is here that one comes face to face with the source of all existence, with reality itself. This state is not something that can be grasped by the intellect or defined by the limitations of language. To experience Satlok is to transcend the need for explanation. It is to be in a state of direct communion with the Source, a state where duality and separation dissolve and one realizes their oneness with the universe. And so the journey doesn't end with the opening of the 10th gate. For the seeker who refuses to be confined by the limitations of form and manifestation, there is always the beckoning call of Satlok, the realm of the formless, the true home of consciousness. But you might wonder, why should we bother with such talk? What relevance does this have for someone sitting here today? Allow me to offer some practical steps, some guidance for those who wish to tread this path. First, don't chase powers. If visions or sounds grace your meditation, simply smile at them and let them drift by like clouds passing in the sky. Your attention should remain steady on the crown of your head. Second, strengthen your awareness. Sit quietly each day and focus your awareness on the crown. Even 5 minutes of this practice deepens your connection with the subtle energies. Third, nurture your longing. The intensity of your journey is determined by your longing, your hunger to reach the ultimate. Ask yourself honestly, do you seek powers or the infinite? Fourth, seek guidance. Without a guru, the higher doors remain locked. With a true guide, these doors open effortlessly. A guru is not just a teacher, but a companion who walks with you on this path, dissolving your doubts and guiding you through the intricate turns. Fifth, embrace patience and devotion. Sometimes progress seems slow, and that's all right. Even if it takes a lifetime, one step beyond the crown is worth more than 1,000 lives of distraction. In essence, don't be content with small experiences. Don't mistake the glow of fireflies for the sun itself. If your longing is strong and your focus unwavering, the crown will open. The gates will reveal themselves, and the infinite will become a living reality. The journey to the crown chakra is a transformative experience in itself, marking a significant shift in one's spiritual evolution. However, it is essential to recognize that the awakening of the crown is not the end point, but rather a stepping stone on the path to higher states of consciousness. The realms that lie beyond the crown are shrouded in mystery and can only be partially unveiled through human understanding. Yet it is precisely this mystery that beckons the curious mind and the yearning soul to explore further. The subtle energies that unfold beyond the crown chakra are not merely mystical experiences. They are indicators of a deeper truth, a truth that lies at the core of our existence. The visions, sounds, and energies encountered at these higher levels are not meant to distract or deceive, but to guide and elevate. They serve as signposts on the path, guiding the seeker towards deeper levels of understanding and communion with the divine. As you navigate these uncharted territories, it is vital to approach them with a sense of reverence and humility. These realms are not to be conquered or mastered, but to be experienced and contemplated with an open heart and a questioning mind. The goal is not to accumulate more knowledge or power, but to expand one's consciousness and realize the interconnectedness of all things. In the end, the true adventure begins when you step beyond the known and embrace the mysteries that lie ahead. So go forth, dear seeker, and may your journey be filled with wonder, insight, and transformation. Remember, the universe is vast and your potential is boundless. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep seeking, for the answers lie within you and the journey itself is the ultimate truth. Before we part ways, I invite you to continue this exploration in the comfort of your own space. Reflect on these profound teachings and let them resonate within you. Feel free to pause, rewind, and listen again to any part you found particularly insightful. Embrace the silence and let the teachings echo in the chambers of your heart. Namaskaram.